Playing Binding of Isaac today. Uh, I've spent way too many hours on this game. I finally got camera working, maybe? Please, 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 please. Or not. I've probably spent, let's see, set on Steam I had 200 hours, and I probably have way more on my Switch, so probably altogether like 1,000 hours on this game, and I've been seeing that it's gotten a resurgence, so I'm gonna play it. Have some fun. I wanted to do it on Steam, but it was not working for me. Didn't want to. Mm. But let's get into the little game. Let's do it to it.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian
Probably gonna start a
broadcasts on
new
the television. Life was
run of
simple,
this, just
and
for
they were
stream.
both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above.
I really like this game too.
Your
because,
son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved.
the developers
I will do
like
my best to save
just
him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied,
add
rushing
stuff.
into
They're like,
Isaac's
oh,
room,
this
removing all that was
mod that
evil from
everybody
his life.
put in.
Again, the voice called to her.
That seems pretty cool. So they
Isaac's
just
soul is still corrupt.
put out another DLC.
He needs to be cut
They're
off
like,
from
"Oh, that's
all that
cool.
is
I'm gonna add
evil
that
in
to
this
my
world
game."
and
now
confess his sins.
in like
I will follow
I believe
your
like the
instructions,
4th
Lord.
iteration of this
I
game.
have faith in thee, Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you. Yes, Lord, anything, Isaac's mother begged. To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son, Isaac, will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else. Yes, Lord, she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
I hope the audio is capturing for my Switch. starts on normal. We'll get to the easier to get farther stages. Then if you beat satisfaction. They were like so convinced it was going to be Tuesday, and then when Tuesday rolled around, they just kind of were like, "Oh wait, no, it's actually Wednesday," and then it's Thursday, and now it's but I saw a few things too where it's what is it called? The Abomination of Desolation, where it's believed that right before the rapture happens, somebody was going to start destroying the Holy Land, Jerusalem. And like, I just find that so funky, especially with today's political climate, that people were just trying to get the rapture. It also goes to show that, like, even in the Vatican, we're seeing that so much so that they want to leave it too. It's just some funky stuff. Like, there's also, I should maybe turn down my capture card. Balance out the voices. Is that good? Microphone? Heck yeah. And then there's also the Tylenol. Tylenol causes autism. Even though autism was found in 1911, first found, and Tylenol wasn't invented until 1950. And also, if Tylenol is if Tylenol is the cause of autism, what happens if you take it while I already have autism? Like, if I took Tylenol right now, do I get uber autism? And what powers would that give me? Would I be able to solve the trains and planes that are behind schedule with this uber autism? All the types of science that go on in my head. What kind of science experiments can I do with this newfound uber autism? I'm way quieter than the game. Is that a little bit better? This game is also real loud. It's on one music for... Yes, sounds good. Okay, cool. Did you hear the uber autism parts that I was talking about?
I can see forever.
I love the jokes that have come out with the Tylenol scares too. Because maybe you should, especially because some people can't take Tylenol and are allergic to it. My thing too is that to go after a brand to say that they caused it is cuckoo bananas. Because that's gonna open up to a lot of litigation. There you go. I hope I didn't lose my uber autism joke in my game being too loud. That would really suck. I'll just have to voice over it. Let's go for the... If I go in there, it destroys my chances of getting angel rooms. Let's go for the angel rooms. I'll just have to revoice over my Uber autism jokes. Fuck. What else has happened this week? There was the Rapture scares. There was ooh, Deadeye. Oh. Let's see. I'm gonna defeat this room and then see on my list. Oh yeah. I learned the radioactive shrimp. So radioactive shrimp originated ever since the FDA cut its funding and started basically cut its funding so people can do basically what they want. I believe fishermen have started fishing in spots that were not allowed, and thus created some radioactive shrimp that were discovered at Walmart. And it's a super high radiation too, so it's cesium-137, and so like these guys can get hit with a Geiger counter and be radioactive. But it turns out, so listening to my radioactive shrimp. So it turns out that they found it at City Market now too, and my real questioning is that are we not testing?
Well, it's cesium-137 is man-made, so they're catching shrimp from like radioactive dump sites.
Yeah, dump sites, because the FAA is unfunded. Well, not unfunded, but
Well, and technically,
decreased funding.
like all the shrimp are going off on Geiger counters. So plastic bag's not gonna cover that. They really need to get rid of the fucking whole fridge unit.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the other thing I was thinking while I was listening.
You want to hop in?
No. How much Tylenol?
I can have the camera on me, and then you can come and share the microphone with me.
No, I just have one more thing. How much Tylenol would I have to take to get good at music?
Good at music. That is smart. Yeah. How much Tylenol does a person have to take to start having
Painting could be fun. Like, do I gotta take a couple bottles? Do I gotta?
how much Tylenol does a person have to take to start having hyperfixations?
Well,
A neurotypical person, how much Tylenol does it take for them to start having those?
The other thing was, if they make children's Tylenol and they're worried about like pregnant women causing autism with it, wouldn't by giving the kid children's Tylenol just give him a bit of the liver?
I have no idea. I don't know what the difference between children's Tylenol and regular Tylenol either.
It's just lesser dose.
It's a lesser dose.
Yeah, so would I just be able to, like, hindsight the piano or, like, read sheet music with children's Tylenol?
And also, what points of pregnancy does the autism kick in?
Oh, from the beginning, because, you know, they're all like, as soon as a cell is formed, it's a baby and a life.
So now those are the real questions. If neurotypical started taking more Tylenol, if that's their pain relief drug of choice, mine is normally Advil. How long before you get autism or start having hyperfixations? These are the experiments that we need to start funding. I like this. I just need to start gathering up some neurotypicals and then just start experimenting on them now. How long does it take for neurotypicals to start fixing train schedules and plane schedules? How long do I feed Tylenol to neurotypicals before they start getting a sense of justice? A strong sense of justice, I should say. Just starts experimenting with my friends. What is that? What is that criterion? Will Tylenol autism start taking over different mental illnesses? No, he already has ADHD. I need a controlled person to do it. I need neurotypicals. Probably just after liver failure and just before killing. No one in the family is neurotypical, as we well know. Yeah.
Health down.
Frick. These are the type of things that I question, especially with this new science that is out there. a science made by a lawyer that fired all of the medical professionals. A lawyer that probably got all C's. Yeah. It was also, how old is RFK? Right, Robert? Robert, Bobby, as people call him.
I'm excited.
How old is Bobby? Ask the worm in its brain, it probably knows. Yeah! Brainworms! I do love that meme that has come out of this generation, just saying that he has brainworms. I find it funny too, that also it's all these geriatric people in the government making these crazy claims, and then it's the kind of like 40s to 50-year-olds going along with it. It's rather crazy. It's not a meme, it was an actual diagnosis. Explains a lot, but not all. It was an actual diagnosis? He has brainworms? Is that why his voice sounds like that? Also, how do you get brainworms? I feel like that's a crazy thing to get. That is not like something that you can easily obtain. Oh, Maggie. Swimming in sewage with your grandkids. Lol, nah. I'd have to look it up. That is probably one of the reasons. I feel bad for all these hi babies. I feel bad for all these government officials' kids, because I know I saw the Pete Hegseth's kid during an interview, and he did not look happy that he was there at all. Pork tapeworm larva. Oh, like Liver King. It all comes full circle. Fork tapeworm. No, he was big on beef tallow too, which is also crazy. Do you think in his younger days he was doing the carnivore diet? Was Bobby doing the carnivore diet? Did Bobby, back in the old days, look like Liver King? These are the hard-hitting questions that I must know. I want this coin. Fuck. Other craziness has happened this week. There's always something crazy in the news. See him with his shirt off? They're very similar, scary looking. I believe it. I haven't seen him with his shirt off, but... maybe he did do the carnivore diet. I wonder if I can get pretty far in this. Ah. Like, I wonder if I can get to the beast. Or maybe I do that in multiple sessions. He's going to take a dead bear home to eat and end up ditching it in the park, so he might have the carnivore diet. Sick.
His mother, fueled with the desire.
This is the game that I loved, that made me love roguelikes, because this is one of the games that I can just do
My lord, I love you above all else. Isaac's
do in the background and just watch TV.
This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate,
Parasites are protein, right? Just not when they're eating you back.
love to stop his mother's hand.
Bugs are protein.
Just like that, it was over.
I also learned, well, I thought of, so every generation has a horror monster that they use to, basically deal with their own fears. Like, Frankenstein was the fear of electricity, and, the upcoming wars. That's why Frankenstein freaking, if you read the book, Frankenstein shot mortars at that shack, which I don't think people bring up very often that Frankenstein did that. Frankenstein's monster did that. That towards the end of the book, he just shot off mortars towards a shack that wouldn't be his friend. It's kind of out of the left field, and I kind of love that too, because um, it's just, it's just, him hanging out with a blind dude. The blind dude's daughter comes back, and
X-Lax.
and is like, oh, that's a monster. And they're like, and he gets fed up that he keeps being treated like a monster. And so I don't know where he gets the mortars from. I don't remember. But I know he just shot him at the shack that they were living in. Blew up his fields. And that's not put in the movies too often, and I'm sad. Where's Frankenstein's mortars? But horror films are the depiction of fears that you're going through. A monster personified is basically what it is. And so, having that monster personified lets people deal with stuff. I always wondered what the new age monster personified is going to be. And I think I've been looking at some analog horror recently, and I think I know what it is. I think it's The Sky is Falling is going to be the next horror genre that people are going to love, that this decade is going to be all about. Because I think it's called Welcome Home is the analog horror, and it's about the moon being like this alien's parasite, and it wakes up one day and it just crashes into the earth. But and then like Saturn and Jupiter do the same thing. And I just think, and then we also had that Netflix movie during COVID, Don't Look Up, about a meteor coming down. So I think the next genre of horror is going to be skies crashing down, planets crashing down kind of stuff. Because it is, right now, the world kind of crashing down. And I think that's going to be the next genre of horror films and stuff like that. If Hollywood ever get off their butts and actually made something original that isn't like slop. I wish Hollywood would experiment more. Like, having book adaptations is cool and all, but like, they really don't experiment like they used to. Makes me kind of sad. Because there's so many cool ideas out there. I mean, people are making analog horror right now, and it's so interesting and gets tons of views. If they actually, like, grabbed the analog horror people and started making something, I feel like they would do like some incredible work. Especially since they're all passion projects too. It's not like it's not like this is like the analog horror is their whole income or anything. It's just like something fun that they wanted to do on the side, and then people just started loving it. I love analog horror. There's so many cool analog horrors too. And they all have like code deciphering too in it, and all these crazy things that they just I don't think there's any passion in the filmmaking industry anymore, is what I'm trying to really delve into. And once that passion actually comes back, I feel like there's going to be some incredible stuff. What cool analog horrors have I seen lately? Like, there's Welcome Home. Like, a website that has, like, a deep... It looks like a kid's website, like, kind of like Elmo. But it has, like, like... What's the word for it? ARG, that's what it is. Alternate reality game, I want to say. Where the developers just put like hidden stuff and like codes and stuff. It's so cool. I have so much respect for the ARG analog horror area. They're so smart, coming up with codes. I also recently I follow a guy that was an ex-Mormon and now he's atheist, and I recently learned about a what is it called? It's a dead baptism, where somebody, if a person wasn't baptized, somebody in place of that person will get baptized without their consent, so that they can go to heaven. And I think that's also a pretty funny visual, that you're just chilling out in hell and you just get zooted right to to heaven because somebody was like, oh, he wasn't Mormon. Or maybe it's the other way around. Like, especially because Mormonism is such a strange religion. Like, if they get baptized in the Mormon religion, they're just chilling in heaven. And then they just get zooted to hell. Because someone decided to desecrate their bodies. Also, Mormonism.
Paralysis.
How crazy. There's these scriptures that only I can see in this hat, and you have to write them down. I'm looking at this hat. It has to be a dark room, so I can see them, but you can't see them. And then we're gonna send out our people to go door to door, speaking about this. And it's the young people who are super impressionable, and then nobody wants to be bothered while they're at home relaxing. So it really goes to show that the world is evil, but also people don't want to be bothered because they're trying to be at home and relax. Also, speaking of dead baptisms, I've seen recently that the Satanic Church is doing reverse baptisms. And they basically are in like their normal Satanic Church cloaks, and they give you a certificate for it too, when you get unbaptized. But they take a hair dryer, it's not even plugged in, and they do a little chant to unbaptize you, and then they give you a little certificate. It's so funny. I love. I love the goofiness of human beings. What other funkiness have I seen in the world? I was talking to my coworkers about Freddie Mercury, the bisexual icon. And my boss brought up that that he had a wider mouth than normal people, and that's why his range is so crazy. But he phrased it as having more mouth, and I thought that was... This man has more mouth on him than normal. It also kind of sounds like a slur, or not a slur, like you're making fun of somebody. Like, look at the more mouth on this guy. This guy's got more mouth than usual. I feel like I'm gonna start saying that now. This dude's got more mouth on him than most. Look at the mouth on this guy. Also with the Rapture stuff on the 23rd, I like that people started like playing horns, and I saw one dude try to fill up a blow up doll, that's what it's called. Tried to fill up a blow up doll with helium, but the plastic's too heavy, so it wouldn't work. I think we need to start getting more creative with messing with the Christian psychosis. Like, maybe we should delve into, like, oh yeah, people did disappear, but you guys didn't.
2 of spades. Are you a wizard?
Like, really try to convince him. Stretch, please. She's trying to go on my desk. I know, you want to do the thing that I'm doing, but I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here being a friend. Oh, I want that. Let's take it. I don't know what I was talking about. The Rapture. Like, maybe we should start trying to convince people that that stuff is actually happening, and to change their ways. Especially, there was a lady that gave up her children to CPS because she's like, you guys aren't getting raptured, and that's crazy. That's crazy and mean. Maybe we can bully them to start being nicer. Heck yeah. Like, what if... Oh, frick. I'm being donkey dicks right now. What the heck? Okay. Like, how do we go about making the Christians nicer? It also goes to show, especially with the lady giving up her children to CPS, like, it really goes to show how psychosis can, like, just convince your mind of something. Like, why the Crusades happen, especially with these people that are supposed to be, like, good. Frick. How do we go about... making them nicer? Also, speaking about Christianity, how do we know that being transsexual and all that stuff is against the Bible? Like, there probably was cross-dressing, but there was no, like, way to make yourself trans. How do we go about that? What? I got a lot of burps. What proverb said, like, hey... Also, if God is all-knowing, why didn't he include this stuff in his Bible? Like, these hard-hitting questions that make people question even his belief, and also his teachings. Where's all that stuff? Sorry for cussing. Magician. Strength. I want magician. What is this one? The sun. Let's use the sun. What else has been going on this week? Frick. Ooh, Parasite. That is a real good item to have. Oh, I want this one. What other funkiness has been going on this week? I finished up my last farmer's market. So now I have more time for editing. Because I got freaking... I already have 2 videos to edit. Yeah. I started working out. Going like every day. My shoulders hurt. I'm not doing so great on this run. I saw that NATO has basically said that we're going into World War III. And you know I'm gonna be draft dodging. No way I'm gonna fight for these lunatics in office right now. Especially people who won't even give me free schooling. Fuck that.
The magician.
Also, I wonder what side we're gonna be on too. Because Trump keeps saying that, oh, Russia's a bad guy, but he keeps meeting with him, and doing whatever he says. Which is absolute bananas. What other cool stuff do I got? I got my Halloween costume. So excited. I'm gonna do some Halloween streams. Probably the week of Halloween, I'm gonna be busy, but I'm gonna do some Halloween streams. Oh, I got one costume, uh, well, technically I have two costumes in the closet behind me. What, Stretch? Oh no, I'm dying! Don't mess me up, Stretch, I'm having a good run. Please, Stretch, please, please. You needy little bitch. Yeah, you are. Oh yeah, where I was going with, unbaptizing people too, is that like, what if you just started doing that to dead bodies? Because Mormons are already doing it to, people without their consent. What if you just started doing it to Mormons, and then they just get zooted back to hell? Frick. Such a good run. Oh, this is gonna be a better run. Yeah. It's one thing I learned about Binding of Isaac. Is always play with your poop. Frick. I'm not super strong. I wonder if you can infect neurotypical people with actual autism. I know it's a genetic thing, but what if we studied it actually and like gave it to people? Like, like, because I know they're having some fun with genetic code. Stars. Like, as an autistic man, I don't know. I feel like we would be a lot better off. With a lot more autistic people. Or diagnosis as autism, because as soon as you learn, it gets a lot easier to live with. Like, what if we... It would destroy a lot of social norms, too. Because I don't care too much for social norms. It's so dumb. Why do we have these rules that are established like millennia ago that we still have to follow today? We have no reason, no clear-cut reason why. That's my thing with social norms. I'm like, I know about them, but there's no reason to follow them. Unless it's like something that like is acceptable. Why do we follow social norms? There's so much. I feel like that book about that advanced civilization that like doesn't lie and communicates through telekinesis. I feel like if we I think it's Stretch, please. If we actually I feel like we would get to that point if we just started studying ourselves. Maybe that's what that book is all about. What is that book called? It's a time traveling book. He goes to the future. And there's like no deceit or anything. Like this. Maybe that's the next evolution in autism, because people think that autism is the next evolution of people. Maybe that's the third evolution of autism. Is that there's no more deceit or lying. What is that book called? Oh. Is it like The Day After Tomorrow? I feel like that's a different book. What is that book? I can see the pages like so clearly too. Aw, heck yeah. I especially find social norms like a crazy thing, because like so many people want you to fit into this like particular box that they fit into, but like that's so boring. All of these items are shitty. Give me something good. Hey, the intruder. I like how they did the programming of these spiders and how unnatural they move. It's very smart. Jesus. What other funkiness has been in the world? I've been thinking about that kids are pretty funky because no. I'll take Monster Manual. No. I think that's it for exploring. Yeah, kids are funky. I like, especially now that I'm a bit older, I'm like, wow, I used to act like that. Because I was on a bike ride the other day, and I was reading the book. It's near a playground, and you have to walk a little bit from the playground to get to where I am, so I'm not like as disturbed while kids are playing over there. But a kid decided to it's probably like half a, I don't want to say half a block, but like a fourth of a block from me to the playground, and the kid was like probably like 10 feet from me, and like sat down and then just started yelling for his mom. And I was like, what are you doing? Just go back to the playground. What are you doing over here? Kids are so funky. They do, however, bring a lot of energy that I really appreciate. And creativity. Frick. Missing page. I don't want that. Especially like the new age memes that are coming out now. They're especially funky. Because I now understand why the older generation hated the memes, because they're repeated so often. Being a school teacher nowadays would be bonkers. I think I would go absolutely insane with, especially for how much they repeat the same meme over and over again. Like, get better jokes, Stinky. Sorry for cussing. I'm just freaking going all in on some Devil Room items. Eve. I think I just unlocked all the characters. At least, that are shown, because there's some hidden... Frick. There's some hidden characters, too. I don't want that. The beggar. That one's good. Stomping about. Oh my goodness. Now that's a powerful item. So this restarts the whole run. Where am I at? I'm in Depths 1, so I can beat the boss and then come back to this. My cat's being a menace downstairs. Yeah, I know you're being a menace. I heard it. Yeah. I heard you. I got you on camera.
Full health.
I don't want to take that. What other funkiness has been in the world? Oh yeah, I got my thought on Halloween. I got a Halloween costume. It's incredible. I'm gonna do a few streams with it, but I think I'm busy the actual Halloween weekend. But it's gonna be it might lead up to the... Ooh. These are all good items, but I want to restart the run. Brick. Sorry for cussing. I have some bits planned. Some comedy bits for Halloween. I also want to just get more costumes, because I think costumes are funny. Alright. Let's go. Navi. Unaffiliated Navi. Oh yeah, also screw Nintendo this week. They, So ICE put out a video with, I believe, the theme of Gotta Catch 'Em All in it. And the company known for suing over their IP getting stolen is not suing the US over their IP getting stolen. What a fucking bunch of sellouts. One time your freaking fans are wanting you to go after the bad guy, you guys aren't. And you jacked your prices up. So it's not like if stuff gets tariffed, you're gonna freaking lose anything. Sellouts.
Full health.
Want more health. That would be incredible. Hey. Oh, my back is itchy. Alright. I thought the camera was being slow, and I think it was, but... Mom's contact.
Puberty.
I'm doing surprisingly good on these runs. 1 for 1. The second run, I'm freaking... got some powerful items, especially because I got a huge restart. Ah. Come on. This is... oh, what is this called? I think this is like... this is technically a room that's out of the boundaries in the game. Ooh, so hard. Take it. Spades. Heck yeah. That's why it looks so funky too. I need to get a better microphone because I've seen that whenever I laugh, it just cuts out, and just because I have a boisterous laugh, my little jokes don't hit as well when you can't hear my laugh. Ooh! This is the best item in the game. Brimstone. I don't know what to cook for Saturday's stream either. Might have to do some research tomorrow.
Shot speed
Frick.
down.
Sounds good.
Puberty.
I also learned what a pump cover is. It's a... straight people say. I do love the funky things that straight people do to say that they're straight. When you really think about it, it's rather gay. Because a pump cover is when you take an extra shirt to wear to the gym or a hoodie And yeah. And then you take it off when you're at the gym to show off all your gains and stuff to the other guys. And so funky. I'm gonna start pump covering my legs. I'm gonna start wearing like 2 extra sets of jeans, and then once I'm through a set, I'll go down to shorts. I stretch. Or better yet, just start pump covering only my arms. Or my torso. Torso is better. So that I only have sleeves once once I take my pump cover off. Sleeveless shirts. Shirtless sleeves, that's what it is. Shirtless sleeves. Hi, Stretch. I know, you're there. She's gotta let me know that she's there. This is the reason why I can't have her in my room when I sleep. Because she's gotta let me know that she's there and ready for pets, even when I'm asleep. I don't want either of those. Lighter. I don't have any charged items right now. Jesus, baby. I wish I had a flying item. That would make this run perfect. I don't need that. I want the lighter. It sets people on fire. What's up?
I'm just gonna go hop on the bathroom. I'm like, oh, I could say this.
Mom can come in chat. I think she can make her own account and say stuff too. Hang out.
Well, I think Until should free give them subs.
My chat is all free.
How you on?
I think I'm technically monetized, but like frick. I think you might have to like watch an ad, but yeah, I'm all free. Don't want that. That's gonna screw up my run if I take that. Guppy's paw. And I think I set chatters to followers, so I think she just has to follow me. It's super easy to create a user. What is Mom saying with she can say this or that?
No, I didn't say mom, me. I was in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And like, and you're talking, and I'm like, "Hurry up."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 15, 20 minutes.
That's why I put in the link.
Oh, on Snapchat.
Yeah. And also JJ the Jet Plane.
Oh yeah. You told me that.
/
I
home.
didn't realize it was
Yeah. DUH. What did you want to say?
I don't remember. You got on different topics, and then I was trying to find it.
I'm changing topics constantly. That's why I try to write down this stuff, because like I forget about these topics until I'm actually streaming, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that. That's pretty cool. Last jar. Bonehead. Okay. You seen any funkiness lately? Any funkiness you want to talk about? Yeah.
Oh.
I think Dave's cooking dinner or something. He hasn't been super chatty.
Oh, well, I was looking for the
Right.
Walmart for the restaurant for Kirk to get for me on Tuesday. USB drive that I was looking for. And that's their entire job.
Of just
Here, I'll show you.
let's see this shit.
Someone's entire fucking job
Well, yeah,
on every single item.
they've probably gotten a few complaints of like, oh, what about this? Oh,
Don't even have to take pictures of all the online shipping stuff too.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's super easy to sign up with.
Yeah, I got through most of it and then I got distracted.
Ah, didn't want to bomb that. That's a good item. If I can get something charged. Helps. This is a better item. Sacks. Yeah. Sack boy.
You just said sex.
No. I think I'm on like a 5-second delay, so you might start causing some reverb here in a few seconds. Frick. Sorry for cussing. I keep telling my friends to come and join me to play games, but most of them are like, that seems like fun. And then they never join me. Play games with me. Playing games is fun. And then I'm just gonna be yapping your ear off. I know my friend Marcelo wanted to play Peak, and that game looks fun. Peak. Did I go in here? Yeah, I did. Anything I miss? Alright. You're headed somewhere. Here? Yes. Oh, I wanted chests. Acid tier. I don't super need that, but it's nice to have. Let's do judgment.
Judgment.
I don't need you either. I didn't need that one.
Isaac!
Oh, I'm already at mom.
Isaac! Isaac! Ha!
Okay. So there's Guppy's collar. I think that brings me down to 1 HP, but I get 10 of them. Or maybe that's 9 lives. No, this gives me a question mark. I have a possibility to resurrect. That's what it is. Screw you. Oh yeah. I don't need those parts. Maybe I should do a baked good for Sunday stream. What do I got going on Sunday? I don't think I got anything going on Sunday. I think I got into a fight. I got into a fight. I don't know when. It was a bit ago, but hell yeah. But I think it deviated my septum a little bit. Because I don't think I can breathe out of my nose as well as I used to. Also, I've been punched in the nose by other people as well, but that's the one that actually broke my nose. Ow. Heck yeah. I don't know what I was hearing outside. Well, we got Backstabber, Magdalene, Little Brimstone. Uh, uh, Backstabber. I got Brimstone already, I'll be fine. I've exhausted all my things to talk about. There was... Heck yeah. I don't need these. I wonder how the kids are doing in all this craziness of the world. Because I'm not doing so hot. Ooh. Let's keep going. I think I skipped the Eden animation by doing that too. Do I get hurt from this? No, I do not. Back a pack. Frick. Like, yeah.
Temperance.
You guys heard any good jokes? I did restart my save file, so this is a whole new run.
Judgment.
My range is down. No. Give me some good. I don't need these coins, but I'm still collecting them anyways. Oops. No, I picked up the tick. Frick. Ooh, Lord of the Flies. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, all flies are my friends now. Ow. My headphones. Alright, let's see all the things I unlocked. Mom's knife. Judas. I got a piece of the negative. Hard mode with Lazarus without losing a life. Oh yeah, that one's freaking hard to do. Let's do a greed run. That's not what I wanted. There we go. What other cool things do I know? Have I learned? That I can yap about? Rick. I do know a lot about this game. It takes up a lot of brain capacity for me. I know I'm gonna die. I hate greed mode. I wonder if we can, an earlier topic, I wonder if we can start, giving religions more religious psychosis. Like, and I wonder if that will make them nicer. Like, what if we said that there was a rapture every week? I mean, a lot of people gave up money and cars and all that stuff, and actually started being a true Christian as soon as someone said that there was going to be a rapture. What if we just had a rapture every week? What if a different pastor every week said that there was going to be a rapture? A rotating rapture, if you will. I think they kind of nerfed this this fly, because he used to be a lot more powerful. But the rotating rapture. Have you seen the Leering with Lyrics? Just like how it's made and Bill Nye had a baby, and it answers questions you never thought to ask why. There's a similar channel that sings about fun things like how to start an F-16 and get it off the ground. I have seen that stuff. It's really goofy, and it's very geared towards autistic people because I really like it. It's just singing about what was the last one that I learned was how the different Intel processors are graded. So if I have an i9 in my laptop, that's the best one. And so what it is all of the Intel processors are the same. It's just on a grading scale. And so the better that they the less failures that occur in these processors are what its grade is. So i3, i5, i7, and i9 is those 4 processors units. So it's just a grading scale of what kind of tech makes it better. There was also a what was it? It was like, say you do this thing, and then now you've invented the modern day reverse water wheel. It's, I think that's pretty cool. I think those are real interesting and very geared towards uh, mental illness because it scratches an itch, especially of mine. Let's do that. Frick. I wanted coins. Um, what have you learned from the or have you only seen the F-16? Because the F-16 is how to fire it up is pretty cool too. Please stretch. Stretch, please. I'm being donkey dicks right now. Not doing great. I've never been great at greed mode. Uh, okay. One I saw was why street lights are held above the concrete. Why is that? Why do they do that? You ever wonder about older's a older people's obsession with hating their partners? I know. Okay. I don't have a bomb. None to be bought. Frick. Sorry for cussing. Okay. Let's get some damage. I learned about whales. Whales are, oh, I want this. I forget the word for them, but, the poles are super heavy, and those big bolts make it easier for them to work on or put back up. Have you seen how big traffic lights are, like 5 feet tall, and they hold that weight up all the time instead of. So they're above the ground because they're just huge. Come on. Ow. Oh yeah, whales. So whales, basically dive deep down, and then they bring up nutrients from the bottom, uh, so like planktons and stuff, and that nutrients feeds moss at the top, so their poop feeds the moss, the plankton feed the whale, frick, and then uh and then the whales feed the moss. But it's in a cycle of going from the bottom of, like, near the bottom of the ocean to the top of the ocean, I believe. I may be wrong about that. Yeah, and it makes it easier to fix. If it was on the concrete, it would require building a new pad, and since they are so heavy, it doesn't need to be held in place for weeks so the concrete can cure. Oh, yeah. Lane. Okay. I don't want either of these. Take the coins though. Alright, some health. Hard pack. Let's go. There's also Gar, which are a type of fish that still haven't evolved yet. They're basically still prehistoric. Learned about those. Come in. I want that. I want this. Oh. Not super powerful, so it'd be nice to have this stapler. Varicose Vein. Ow. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder about those little funky voices that that appear in games like this. How many takes did it take for them to go with that one? How much time did you have to spend in the VO booth going, yeah? I don't know why people take cruises to see them when they breach and shoot the blowhole is one of the most disgusting smells I've ever smelled. I I don't think they're smelly. Oh frick. I don't think the whales are smelly at all. They when I went to go see them, it was pretty nice. They're pretty cool animals. Maybe you were just smelling your upper lip. Nice stretch. I don't want that. Alright. That one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. Let's keep it going. When they migrate, it's like the entire month of being able to smell it from like half a mile away. Oh, when they migrate. So they're throwing off pheromones, so their for that season. All of these items are donkey dick. Oh. Mm-hmm. Whales are still a pretty cool animal, though. I'm taking this. Rockets. Stretch, please. This one. I think I have one more round before Mega Greed. Dunce hat. Let's do some HP. I don't need this. I would love if these guys didn't have homing shots. That would be incredible. Ooh, brimstone. Let's get it. And I got flying. Okay. When I saw whales, I also saw seals, and those are like as big as a person. Ooh. That's why you're not allowed to touch them either, because they can be vicious. Oh. Oh. I'm freaking stacked. I don't have any coins to give though. Please give me some coins. Aw. I might call that a stream though. One fail and 3 successes for a Binding of Isaac run? Hopefully the first part isn't chopped up and I have to record that. Oh. When I had to screw with my camera. Well, Binding of Isaac runs though. One of the games that I've played so much of that I can easily just play. I need to come up with more topics to talk through. Because I went through them pretty fast today. But I did well with Tressy's help. Yeah, I did. Especially since she's freaking headbutting my hands while I'm trying to play. And I think she made a mess downstairs, so I have to go check that too.